Hello there, Kyle Katarn here, and it is Wednesday, my dudes. Let's do the comics. First up, we got Darth Vader number 16 by Charles Soule and Giuseppe Camuncoli. Camuncoli's artwork continues to melt my face, and when it comes to his work on Star Wars, Charles Soule has been batting 1,000. First, he killed it with Lando, then the Obi-Wan and Anakin series, his early work on Poe Dameron, and now this with the second edition of Darth Vader, knocking it out of the park. Keep up the good work, brother. You're doing awesome. Prosit Dibbs has been confirmed as one of the Inquisitors, along with Bill Caleb and Mizana Tai. Prosit Dibbs was first introduced in the Mace Windu Jedi of the Republic comic, where he grew disillusioned with the Jedi Order and tried to kill Mace Windu, and got his ass handed to him. It seems like Tarkin's personal favor is setting up the stage for Darth Vader issue number 18, which is due at the end of the month here, where Tarkin's going to get called in to repay that favor for Vader. Speaking of Vader, cracking that guy's helmet open with the Force, pretty brutal, right in keeping with his character. I liked it. Seeing the mini flashbacks of Master Bar's followers joining up with the cause after each of their final moments actually managed to be pretty impactful, even though we don't really know anything about these acolytes. I especially like seeing Anakin as basically a literal superhero, coming in, saving the day, and just bounding off with a single huge leap. It turns out Jedi Master Bar is kind of an asshole. He's not so much inspiring and recruiting people as literally forcing them to join his cause with Jedi mind tricks. And then he seemingly just turns tail when King Lee-Char needs him the most. This fucking guy. I really enjoyed Grand Moff Tarkin acknowledging Admiral Raddus as a badass tactician, and you have to admit, his plan was pretty baller. Taking the merchant fleet and literally joining them together to turn into a massive amount of shielding, and it's all under the surface of the oceans, that was badass. Busting out the Order 66 at the end was a pretty bold move by Barr, although I'm interested to see how he plans to escape, since I would assume the clones will also attack him since he's a Jedi too, right? All I know is, crazy shit's gonna go down in the next issue. Next up, we have Thrawn, issue number 4 by Jody Houser and Luke Ross. I feel like I say this every time I cover Thrawn, but the artwork is incredible. Luke Ross is killing it. The Bende shading really works here, and I know it's just one of Ross's favorite techniques, but it really makes me feel like I'm reading like an authentic, old-school Dark Horse comic. It's awesome. I really like the creature design of the Afia tribe, and the opportunity that Thrawn had to appreciate their cultural artwork in the clan meeting house. You know, he gained the respect of Chief Joko, but then subsequently erased that respect with how he handled the farmlands, destroying them all. And that's so Thrawn, you know? He'll appreciate a culture, but he'll fuck that culture up if he has to. I thought the promotion ceremony was really well done, and the panel that introduces the Chimera as Thrawn's new flagship is probably some of the best artwork I've seen in this series. Just absolutely gorgeous. I also really enjoyed the scene where Thrawn meets the rest of Sector Command. Got a lot of great continuity nuggets in there. We see Price in her new position as Governor of Lothal, Colonel Yularen is there, even Admiral Constantine gets a mention. It makes me want to go back and watch the last 2 seasons of Rebels again. I've been consistently impressed with the Thrawn series, and this issue is no different. Looking forward to the next one. Next up, we got Star Wars Adventures, issue number 10. The first story is Powered Down Part 1 by Kavan Scott and Derek Chun. I gotta say, it's really nice to see Forlom and Zuckuss actually make it into a canon story. Out of all of the OG bounty hunters that were on that bridge, these two have been expanded on the least. Even fucking Dengar got into Battlefront. Zuckuss, Forlom, haven't seen them anywhere, so I'm really glad they're finally popping up somewhere. You know, it actually took a couple panels before it clicked in my mind that they were using Alden Ehrenreich's portrayal of Han and not Harrison Ford's in the artwork. And I guess that means that subconsciously I've already accepted Ehrenreich as the new Han actor. Like, I've made my peace with it. The adventure itself is silly but fun. Personally, I don't think that Han would have gone back to the wreckage and saved Zuckuss without a thought like that. It's a little bit too after-school special. I mean, this is the guy who moments ago was actively trying to shoot him down. It's not like a random bystander in distress. A bunch of robot scorpions get activated, everyone's in trouble. See what happens next time. Next up, we've got Family Affair. I like the artwork, excellent use of color, and it's all very striking. But the story was frankly kind of obnoxious to me. This main character, the kid, is not very likable at all, and now he's caused all these problems for Lando. He doesn't have enough redeeming qualities for me to want him to succeed, you know? I did really like the fact that the mom bribed Lando into helping the son in the first place, using one of his capes that he'd left behind last time they hooked up. And the alien gangster that the kid steals the lapel pin from looks like Vito Corleone, but he talks like Tony Soprano. I'm not sure what they were going for, but I love what they did. And finally, we've got the first issue of The Last Jedi adaptation by Gary Whitta and Michael Walsh. It is immediately apparent to me that this adaptation is taking its cues from Jason Fry's novelization of The Last Jedi, more so than the movie. I was very happy to see Akbar getting some lines, having a bigger role. Luke Skywalker's monologue when he's alone on the island of Ahch-To was so fucking necessary and should have been in the movie. In that same vein, Luke finding out and reacting to the death of Han Solo was very important to his character and really should have made the cut. I'm not sure why that wasn't in the movie. I have really been enjoying this adaptation so far, and I'm looking forward to the next issue. That's it for the comics this week. Leave me a comment and let me know which ones you're reading right now and what you're looking forward to. Thanks for watching, everybody, and as always, may the Force be with you.